Right. Stream is...
because otherwise I'm just not.
Right, stream is starting now, so we should, therefore, be good to go. It's just loading it up now. Right, there we are then. Stream's good now.
Right, so we're ready to go, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Good?
Yep. I'll just stay on board
Right,
with
okay.
It's Joe.
Yeah. So I'll just introduce them. Hello everyone and welcome to TWRL Racing League or T-Wing Racing League. We're back again after a week's break and after Silverstone last week. We're back here today for Belgium. It's the Spa-Francorchamps circuit, the longest circuit on the Formula 1 calendar. And we head here with a full lobby today and a lot of intrigue and suspense possibly as well. Joining me today, I'm delighted to say that we've got a man who's just surpassed over the 1,000 mark on YouTube, so congrats to him. It's Matt, 212 Gaming.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to this, definitely, you know. It's definitely going to be interesting. There's a lot of quick drivers in this league, so you can just see everyone go purple there, with Joe completely bailing out of the final chicane. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. First time I'm trying this out, so hopefully, you know, it all runs smoothly. If there's any problems, obviously, watching the stream, please do let me know. I will have the comments up, so I can easily just go through and check out anything, obviously, if there are any issues. But yeah, hopefully, at the moment, it should be alright.
Yeah, it's all going really well so far. What should we point out here? So, okay, let's just check out the fastest times, I guess, for now. And the fastest time at the moment has just been set by F1XL Nuthead. Nuthead actually had a pretty good performance, I believe, last time out in Silverstone. He was a bit solid, and soft tyres, he's done that lap on a 46.5, 46.6, sorry, on the soft tyres, which is a pretty strong time at the moment. But yeah, we've got plenty of drivers to challenge that, I imagine, so far. You know, well, just a few drivers to name out there. Liam's one of them, I would have thought. Kubica wasn't too bad. I don't believe. Well, he was pretty good. ASR Ryan, again, he's a solid driver. I think someone else has just gone fastest, have they? No, Sigma has
moved up to third. Yeah, very strong that.
Yeah,
I think.
Decent stuff from himself.
What times do you reckon roughly then do we say we're looking at? We're thinking sort of high 45s if Nuthead's been able to do that, 46 on a set of softs?
Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll go for, a 45, high 45s. That's probably the benchmark. I mean, I've done a couple of streams over the last couple of weeks at Spa and I just can't remember the times. So I imagine that was probably some of the best we got in other leagues we won't name. Yeah, at the moment it's all going well. Joe's coming into the pits. I don't believe anyone else is on track. Langman's on an outlet.
Yeah, I'll have a quick scroll through.
Trolled might be on a lap.
Ninjas might be as well. Obviously, quite a lot of names here that people might recognise from other leagues. You know, obviously got a lot of guys we may have seen. ESR Ryan there, obviously from the very newly emerging ESR team there. Obviously, could be very strong for those guys. You know, they're only entrant in this league, and hopefully, you know, obviously we all want every driver to have a strong race out here today. But still on pole is F1XL Nuthead on those soft tyres. As soon as I say that, Ninja's just gone quicker.
Yeah. Ninja's just beat TWRL Verstappen as well there.
Yeah.
So Verstappen actually set the fastest time and then was just quickly bumped down by Ninjas. So a solid time there from Ninjas.
3/10 quicker.
He set a 46.5. Ninja's time was a 46.2. So he's 0.3 of a second faster at this stage. That's a pretty good start for him. And yeah, this. Just having a look through. It could be really close for quite. I really do hope this will be a close session.
Well, based on the drivers, I'd say we could be looking at, obviously, Spa, obviously a track known for throwing up surprises, and we don't know what the weather's going to be like. But this could get very, very close. Obviously, we've got a lot of guys in here that, as I said, a lot of people might recognise. So, you know, it's the calibre of drivers in this very, very high as to what we see in comparison to a lot of other leagues, you know. Even people like, obviously, Sir Lane is only on his outlap and things, but obviously very strong drivers. And WCR Kubica there has just retired. What's gone on with him? Let's see if we can try. Let's have a look if we can have a look on Race Director. What's gone on to him? Has he crashed out? Was he retired or what?
He may have just been he's just had enough of qualifying. I mean, you get that a lot most of the time. You'll just see drivers retiring coming towards the end of the session.
Ah, we've got WCR Kibitsa with terminal damage as DNF'd, and Langman, I think, has crashed into him there because he's got a grid penalty. I presume that's 5 places worth. But no idea. Langman's been disqualified. What's going on there?
Yeah.
So look, we can try and get on board with him.
Not what he needed, definitely not what he needed. And I know Langman's not often like that, to be fair. Langman's a pretty solid driver, pretty quick driver as well, has to be said, and made, in my opinion, from what I streamed the other day, maybe one of the greatest overtakes I've seen. Honestly, it was mad. I can't really go into details, but it was solid, let's just say that. Everyone, a few cars have come into the pits. Not many out there. Sir Lane, did you say he was on a flying lap now? I think he might be. So, Max Sparrow has left the session. Nice to see.
Oh, someone will need to get him back in then. You can just see, like, I'm looking down at P14 UK Vipers here. He's 14th and now he's gone down even to 15th now, and he's only 1.4 seconds off the pace. And I think, that really does show how close these guys seem to be at this moment in time. Obviously a very tightly bunched field. If I look right at the very back, I think I've just gone right to the very front there. Melanie now, I think, is on his first lap of the session. Either he's on his flying lap.
Right on board
with
Melanie. I think he's definitely a solid driver to look out for.
There's a car just ahead of him. Not too sure what's that about.
Yeah, he's just not sure what. It's just one of those league race wins that I keep going on about in other leagues that he just needs to get and hasn't got yet. And Liam may get away. Let's just have a look. Liam will come across the line, maybe even start on that. Melanie comes across the line. Goes
second. That's incredibly good.
10.
Yeah, especially on softs.
Yeah, that is solid.
That is an incredibly good lap from Melanie then. I wonder if he actually managed to get a bit slipstream from Clayton Liam there, right at the very end of that lap, because he was pushing up 214 coming into the bus stop chicane there, obviously. I think typically you're doing sort of around 210.
Liam is also a man to watch out for, of course. He's a pretty solid driver himself. He's also, I believe, a part of the esports
Elite Sim Racing, yeah.
Something like that. I'm not sure what it's all about, but I'll have to get into that. Not into it, obviously. I'm not quick enough to drive, but just have a look and see what it's like and what sort of stuff goes on there. Liam is actually looking for his 6th pole position around here today. Well, not pole round Belgium, his 6th pole in overall in league racing he's looking for tonight. If you want to add on from that, he's looking for his 8th race win in league racing. He's also looking for his unlucky 13th podium.
Oh, so he's had quite a good wins to podium rate there.
Yeah.
It's very, very strong.
Very good, to be fair. Yeah.
But let's just ride on board with him as he comes into the final sector, though.
Yeah, he's coming through Blanchimont now, and he told me before we started that he'd make a move around the outside on Blanchimont for me, so he could hear my very excited voice.
Gonna make sure he sticks to his promise there. But you can just see, comparing him to Melanie, he was about 1.5 miles an hour down as he came into the final chicane there. So Melanie probably did, although he got held up through the final chicane, he might have actually gained a bit of an advantage there. But Liam, a very solid lap up in P3. How far off Melanie is that? It's less than a tenth, I think.
That's less than a tenth of a second off Melanie. So it is very tight at the top here in TWRL. Very good start to see in the league. Of course, they're only recently just started. It's not been a league very long, and these guys have already pulled it out the bag. And and I think these guys will just go for it, isn't it? These are all social races for now. These, I believe, anyway.
Yeah, I think this is season 0.5 as F1 XL Nuthead just goes in quicker now.
Fastest again.
Yeah, very solid that by him.
And if we compare that to Melanie,
that's a second quicker. So we were predicted sort of mid to high 45s, and Nuthead has blown that out of the water with a 45.3. A very strong lap by him.
He's knocked it straight out of the park there, and just how what a difference that is though. 9/10 of a second to Melanie, who's now 3rd. Someone's come across the line to gain 2nd place. That man is... Scroll up.
Let's have a look. It is SRL Ninjas once again. As Don Omar there in the background. I'm not too sure whether anyone saw that, but he's binned it coming down into the final sector of the lap there. Not too sure what that was all about, whether he just lost it on the acceleration zone there, but he's got a puncture as well, and he definitely needs to get off the racing line. Oh my god, it's Joe who's just gone straight into him as well. What has gone on there?
Stavolo, that was... Oh.
Well, is Joe out of the session there? Is that retirement? Or I think we saw Don Omar retire from that. I'm not too sure whether Joe did either, but that was a huge crash.
So Joe and Omar, Joe just went nearly flipping into the barriers, just hit the barrier with such impact, such velocity, and it's just sent him into the air, and it's not what we wanted to see there. I just didn't think, maybe he just didn't realise that Omar was an AI car at that stage, so that's annoying. But he'll have to come in and change that front wing and go out if he's got time for another run, because of course, as I said before, this is the longest race of the season in terms of track length, and he can't really be, you know, you're pushing it if you're trying to go 2 minutes on an outlap, because I don't know, it's just.
I'm on board with RC Flyer at the moment. I think the only driver left that hasn't set a lap, you know, that hasn't retired from the session, but unfortunately for WCR Kubica. But coming down into the final chicane, he seems to be running not a lot of aero there, incredibly quick, and if he can hook up this final chicane, he could be on for quite a solid lap there, short shifting his way up towards the line there, and he goes up into 15th there, 3.3 seconds off the pace. It was a little bit surprising, I won't lie. I expected him to see him a little bit higher up there, but he was on a set of softs. And let's have a look then at those sectors. He was half a second off in the first sector.
Good to see that so many well, I wouldn't say good to see, but those guys that set their times on soft tyres, that is impressive. Like Melanie and Liam.
Yeah.
So, oh well, okay. Liam's gone across the line again, and he's actually on super softs, and that's his best time so far. But it doesn't put him ahead of Melanie.
Yeah.
So
because obviously Spino, a track where it is so long, can really try and shred the tyres. And obviously Melanie's been dropped down to 4th now, but if he's willing to hold on,
gone second.
Verstappen's gone second and just given up straight away there, I think.
Yeah.
A very solid lap by him, but as I was saying about Melanie, you know, if he's willing to stay on those soft tyres and avoid, you know, obviously with the way that the first sector on the first lap of this track will be, if he can avoid carnage there, he can be in a very solid position, because maybe if he's incredibly good on his tyres, he could try and open up a one-stop for himself, which, you know, just about possible, especially where the supers only do sort of 4 or 5 laps, could really try and change the race up for himself.
Definitely. It's not a pointless strategy to go on soft tyres from the start, but super soft, sorry, I apologise. Super soft, as you said, doesn't go very long round here, so yeah, interesting to see what sort of strategies we'll see from the drivers, and believe that OMG It's Joe is on an outlap at the moment, so we'll get ready for him building up towards the lap.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Scratcho at the moment. Or Stratcho even.
Stratcho.
Yeah, I think he's on his first lap at this moment in time. And
let's have a look then. So the young Scottish driver, as he comes down in towards the turn 10, I believe that is. I have my stats, but I've decided to bin them for now. But now as he comes through and he's up through the gears once again, it goes downhill toward Puon. And of course the elevation change as well is another factor around here. It's quite a change in elevation across this circuit, and yeah, it's just such a great track, Spa. Absolutely love it. And yeah, let's just see what Stratcher could do.
A lot of curb he took through there. As RC Flyers retired from the session as well. Was that a crash, or what was that from RC Flyer? Let's have a look.
It may have just been. I think we're coming towards the end of the session now.
Yeah, Swarm HD has retired as well.
Retiring.
So what is?
Stratcho comes through.
Yeah.
Launch him on. He may be on an outlap, but he may just be pushing to get actually a lap in.
Yeah, we're not too sure how much time is left.
Yeah, which is really annoying. So the next game.
Qualifying's complete. As Stratcho on his lap though, that's what matters. He's opened up the DRS there, and he does go 6th. A very solid lap from him.
Stratcho under pressure, but he's gone into 6th place. Good stuff.
Yeah, and I think
other drivers as well. OMG It's Joe is on a lap. He's actually managed to get round quick enough, so he's one to watch out for as we head into the latter stages of qualifying. The final run. He's going to have to pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, he's down in P18 at the moment.
Nip and tuck. Oh, he's sliding out of the exit there. And that's, getting very, very sideways. And As he comes through pull on now, he drops down to 5th gear, just holds the revs and then short shifts up to 6th and 7th gear. Runs the car out wide, and then brakes into turn number 14 and 15, I believe this, or no, it's whatever. And as we come now, he nearly loses it as we head into Stavolo now. And this will be the second split time. And as he heads now up through the gears once again, he'll hold 8th gear going into the bus stop chicane and across Blanchimont. So here we go again. And of course it's going to take this absolutely flat out, no reason why he shouldn't. There's a wheelie, oh, there's a
Man, in the track there, luckily that was ghosted.
oh.
The ghosting system hasn't been too nice to him so far this qualifying session. But coming out the final corner, they're short shifting all the way into 4th gear. It's going to be P3, a very solid lap.
Good stuff. Well, that's good stuff. And so we'll take you through the order very quickly and then we'll have to leave. Nuthead is on pole position for the start of this Grand Prix and he goes from TWRL Verstappen in second, then OMG Joe is third. Ninja's is 4th, Melody is 5th, Liam disappointed with 6th, Stracho good 7th place, Viper's 8th, Kung Fu Kenny Jack is P9, TR Sigma is P10, ESR Ryan is P11 and Rampage 12th, and we need to leave or else we're going to screw up the start.
Yeah, but I think really, you said about Clayton Lee in there, not too happy with qualifying. As I said, those soft tyres can really open up the strategy for you. So maybe, this could be a blessing in disguise for those guys, obviously. If they can keep it clean on the first couple of laps, then maybe, it could be very, very good for the pair of them there. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see. As obviously, we'll have to wait to get invited on the formation lap once again there. And, what are you expecting to see from the first few laps of the race?
Alright, Jack Spar's invited us. Let's give it a bash. So yeah, some interesting points to come out of qualifying there. We mentioned ESR Ryan. He's P11, I believe, on the grid. Oh, failed to join the session. What the hell?
Do you want me to send you an invite over? I'm joining now, so... I've got someone's prediction is Nuthead will win ahead of Melanie. So, and we've got someone else saying you still need to watch out for ESR Ryan. And I think, no, that's only fair enough. Could get very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to do some work, I imagine. Well, he's definitely got to do some work for P11 on the grid. The main thing is, though, he can't get caught up into the source. That is the key. Turn 1 can be a nightmare if you start in the middle of the pack. He may be in that position. And we're on the formation lap now. It's actually relatively overcast, so we may, wink wink, might see some rain.
Yeah, we can always expect a bit of spice.
Yeah, definitely around Spa. A bit of a gaggle of cars there.
Yeah, everyone trying to get around Melanie as AI's Rampage there going incredibly quickly, trying to get some heat into his tyres. Definitely an interesting strategy to sort it out. But we spoke about ESR Ryan up in P11 there. He's actually opted to go on a set of medium tyres there. So obviously he wants to go for a long run in this first stint, and surely that means he's doing a one-stop in this race. Yeah,
definitely. He'll do mediums and softs, I imagine. I mean, that seems like the only logical approach I'd have thought. 22 laps, that is the number of laps we have around here today. Of course, as I said, longest race of the season, well, track of the season, so that obviously means shortest number of laps. Well, you know what I mean. Not as many laps around Spa tonight, so 22 laps is what we'll be doing, of course. And yeah, anything can happen in those 22 laps, so don't be put off by it. Let's just wait and see what we can get from this race. It's going to be interesting to see what Nuthead can do. He'll be disappointed, I believe. He was pretty disappointed, sorry. He was pretty solid round Silverstone last time out, and hopefully he'll hope for the same pace again here today. So let's wait and see as we head through Blanchimont now. The final time for these cars will be blitzing round at 200 miles an hour.
Could obviously be very interesting down towards the end of the first sector, because starting pole around Spa, not it's always nice, but obviously not typically. It doesn't guarantee you the win in any shape or form. If someone can get a slipstream on him and get down the inside towards turn 4, maybe we could see a bit more of overtaking, and obviously it could get very interesting. I think I'm going to go on board with. I think I'm honestly going to go on board with ESR Ryan for this starting. Obviously on those medium tyres, could get very interesting very early on.
best thing we can do is just watch this up from broadcast and we'll have a look to see what we can spot from there. It's going to be interesting. Right down to the source, there are 20 cars lined up on the grid. One of them is coming in through shot now. That's one of the Mercs, I believe.
Yeah, one of them.
Comes round shot now, and one of the shorter runs into turn 1 here at Spa. Let's wait and see what these guys have got in their back pockets today. We go to 5 red lights for the start of the Belgium Grand Prix. Watch, but do not stare.
So, oh, and the Renault hasn't gone! Carnage straight away. Nuthead has been disqualified.
Nuthead in the wall. Look at Strancher trying to dive at the inside. One of them forced in. This is sideways already as we head through turn 1. It's Verstappen that leads through turn 1. The source. It's a good start from him. The Red Bull's getting involved as well. There's a Williams in the background going for it. He's got around one of the Mercs. I can't name the Merc for you right now. That's Vipers, and Vipers is going to go all the way back on him as we head down the Kemmel Straight now. So let's just wait. Can he get past him? He's side by side down the Kemmel Straight and into Lecombe.
Oh, Vipers down the inside. Oh, very aggressive there. Making sure, you know, he's keeping that position from Kung Fu Kenny there. Not exactly what he would have wanted.
Done. GS Joe, though, is also under pressure, severe pressure from one of the McLarens here. The McLaren is Ninjas is all over the back of him at this stage. Ninjas gets a much better exit coming out of turn number 10. We'll try and go around the outside, coming through Pouon. This was brave, not quite. Decides to think better of it and does so indeed. He's got good momentum though coming around Pouon. And yeah, it's a very good start. I wouldn't say clean start. That will frustrate Nuthead to complete. Well, it would annoy anyone if you got.
Oh, Kubitza's gone. Not a weekend that he wanted, to say the least. You know, he barely made it around qualifying. And I think, you know, we should talk about TWRL Verstappen here. And there's virtual safety car as well. Let's have a little run.
So, what does this do? Because these super soft runners, they could come in, but I'm not sure whether it would be worth it.
Yeah, who is the first softs runner then? At the moment in time, it's none of the top 4, I think. I think it's UK Vipers. So he could be looking very strong here. And is anyone coming to the pits? Is Sigma ahead of him, is he?
VSC, I think, has ended, and we're back racing in. Ninja's got into the lead of the race. I'm not sure how he's managed that.
I think someone may have. I think, yeah, a couple of people have definitely pitted. As Get Trolley's been disqualified. What's that about? I don't know if that's him in the Sauber parked on the inside. Or what's gone on there?
That is not what he needed, to be honest with you there.
But yeah, Ninja's now leads. As now it's green flag racing once again.
OMG, Joe is re-pit. OMG Joe has come into the pits and he's come out P11. He's actually behind the Williams, as we probably would have expected. So yeah, that's where he is at the moment. Keep you update with the leaders. I just can't think of who the leader is.
Ninjas.
Ninjas. Second place.
Oh, Ninja's getting a huge slide there. Sorry.
Yeah. Good start from Clayton Nean then, so he could be on for the unlucky 13th podium as it stands. Probably not what he wants to see, but let's just wait and see.
You're going to have to get the unlucky done at some point or another, mate, so it's better to do it sooner than later.
Yeah, Rampage is P5. TWRL Sigma is just behind him. He's not probably not close enough to make a move as of yet, but let's wait and see.
ESR Ryan up in P7 on the mediums. So this could be very good from him, you know. He's got 3 cars just up ahead of him there, you know, that probably are within catching distance. And, you know, hopefully for him...
Yeah, Rampage, yeah, 3-way scrap, I think, for 4th place at the moment. It's getting very, very hairy as they come through Gonchmont once again. Rampage is all over pretty much the back of the Williams.
He's got to have a look round the outside.
Will he go round the outside through the bus stop? What's going to happen for him there, is it? He's not DRS as of yet, that was next time.
He's going to have to try and get past very soon, because, you know, this Williams, obviously on a set soft tyres, is probably going to be going a bit slower than him. And obviously he does need to try and get past, and hopefully with the slipstream.
Not got the greatest exit. I think Sigma's more likely to make a move on Rampage, and Rampage is to make a move on the Williams ahead of him. which is, of course, Kung Fu Kenny Jack. In fact,
Oh, the Ferrari!
oh, he's got into the wall nearly. He's lost it on a roof. Sigma's round down the inside on the DRS.
Can the man? No, the man is too far back as well. Impressive. Has he lost any front wing from that? I'm not too sure if he has. Because he might be alright. I think he hasn't lost any front wing there, so a very good save by Rampage in the end there after losing it massively up Eau Rouge, you know.
Oh, there's been contact between Verstappen and Sirlane. I've just seen that. Just glimpse, really. Sirlane is just spun right around. It's sort of got clipped on the inside coming through. The name of that corner is... We'll get there. It's the chicane after the Kemmel Straight, so that's where that was. Don Omar wins from the race.
Just on board with him. He was 2 minutes back, near enough instantly. I'm not too sure what's happened to him, but Ninjas was basically about to lap him anyway in the other McLaren Honda there. So, you know, unsurprising from Don Omar. You know, when you're obviously Spa, obviously a very interesting track, and obviously you can bring up some surprises. But when you're so far back so early on, there's not usually too much hope for you.
Yeah. The sun is starting to come out here in Spa, by the look of things anyway. It was pretty overcast when we started the race. It's now sort of clearing up. I mean, if the weather's changing that drastically, of course, we could still see rain. There's a few cars fighting in the background. Just have a look there. No, it's our Ryan. No, I'm right. Ryan is very, very close onto the back of the 5th place Rampage, and he'll try and get a good exit out of Eau Rouge with him. We'll help him with the DRS. It's just all a case of what his exit's like over Eau Rouge. Hard on the power, hard on the DRS. Rampage moving left.
Which way is he going?
Trying to get him out of his slipstream. ESR Ryan down the inside as we head into the chicane now, and he's into 6th place.
So this is where Ryan's... Yeah, this is where Ryan's tyres will probably come back to a bit in comparison to the rest of the guys. You know, the super soft runners, their tyres will be sort of, you know, like 60% already in this race. You don't want to be running much more than 75%. So, you know, they obviously going to have to come into the pits very soon. And this obviously, like we said, this could be a real turning point for Ryan's race here against the soft runners. Because I think the top soft runner at the moment is still Clayton Liam up in P... No, not Clayton Liam, sorry. UK Vipers just behind him in P3. And obviously he is looking very strong.
Yeah, Sigma was just having a look for P4 there on the back of one of the Williams cars of Kung Fu Kenny Jack. So watch out for that one because they're heading through Blanchimont now. All I wanted to see was a big move on Blanchimont. We might just see that.
Oh, Sigma has to back out the throttle slightly in the slipstream.
It's just all about what his momentum is like coming out of the exit of Stavelot. Will he get a good enough? Well, he's not close enough yet. Definitely not close enough yet. He's closer under braking though, possibly. He won't go for the dive bomb because that would be stupid.
Yeah, I think it's better of it. They're very early on.
Yeah, and one of the McLarens has come into the pit lane. That is Ninjas, I believe. So Ninjas has come in from the Supersoft. One of the first Supersoft runners to pit that didn't under the VSC, I believe. So,
well, I'm back on board with Rampage. And I think, you know, obviously with the slipstream, he could be looking like he could do exactly what ESR Ryan did to him one lap ago. So coming down up Eau Rouge through Raidillon as well. Oh, Rampage runs a little bit wide there, doing what I like to call the Jamie 183 line. But coming down, that's unfortunately for him not going to mean he's going to be able to get the run. But we've got Langman just behind him there. He's going to have a look down the inside on the mediums as well. And is he going to be able to try and...
breaking their side by side through the chicane, and he's not close enough. Will he get him up the inside? He's still side by side.
Oh, squeezes him out there as well. Brilliant move by Langman there in the end.
Williams are the 4 in the front ground. Yeah, the Williams and Sigma are going side by side through turn 11, and Sigma's got the place. Yeah, I apologise that we couldn't show you both battles there, but we were sort of, you know, there's always a problem with streaming, isn't there? As we, now I don't know whether the Williams is able to get him back. Kung Fu Kenny Jack on the super soft tyres. Will he be able to get him into Blanchimont?
Is he on the super softs on yours, is he? He's on softs for me.
Is he? Right, okay, well I think I will just go from you then. So let's say he's on soft tyres. There's a lot of this, yeah, we get this glitch a lot. This isn't not nice.
Yeah, he seems to have dropped off a bit from Sigma here. You know, we can probably find out if he's on a set of supers if he comes in this lap.
Now. Will Rampage got the inside through?
Oh, I thinks about it.
He's going to draw. Yeah, he's now going to try and go around the outside into the bus stop chicane. He's got the racing line, of course, and he's going to go around the outside, which becomes the inside.
Langman going to go for the undercut, though. What's he going to be able to do with this? He's going to have the outside down towards turn 1 there, and he's got a very good run.
He's got DRS. I'm not sure he's got DRS there. So onto the brakes he goes.
Oh, very close.
It's a cheeky move here from Langman.
So are we going to see Langman do what he did 1 lap ago? He's very close, even before Eau Rouge here. It takes a lot of curb.
Hill of Eau Rouge. Oh, very wide again. Nearly Magnussen it as he comes through Eau Rouge.
Yeah, to back out the throttle.
Now comes Langman. And yeah, he's definitely not close enough to Rampage at this stage. There is a
oh my god, it's Joe's just getting overtaken by Ninjas in the background. Ninjas goes past Joe.
More action for 3rd place here. Kung Fu Kenny Jack. Liam is in that scrap as well, I believe.
They got Sigma and Ryan just behind him. Yeah, so Ryan obviously
Liam is leading the race.
It's looking very good. Ryan, you know, he just seems to be able to hit the apexes. These guys all starting to struggle a little bit at this moment in time.
Sigma looking around the outside. Is he going to go there?
He's going for it.
Okay, now. He's up the inside. That's a brilliant move.
And Ryan's able to pick up the spills as well.
Through as well. So he's got the place. He's got 4th place there. So Ryan then, good stuff. And now what will he get coming out of Stavlo? Good exit maybe.
I think Kung Fu Jack could, Kung Fu Kenny even could. No, he's not going to be close enough anywhere near, fortunately. But Don Omar has now left the session. Let's have a look further back. You know, see if there's anyone closely fighting. Then we got. Oh my God, it's Joe. Seems to have backed off just a bit from SRR Ninjas just heading there. You know, Ninjas went past him on this lap, so you know maybe he seems to, you know, he's trying to take these tyres for the long game as far as he possibly can in this race.
Scrap we have is for 3rd place here. ESR Ryan has got DRS now on the back of the Toro Rosso Sigma. So will Ryan be able to get a good enough exit coming out of Eau Rouge? We'll watch again as we head up the hill, and he's definitely closing.
He's closing in slowly but surely. I don't think he's going to have enough. He might have the DRS glitch, to be honest with you. Or the slipstream glitch, even. No, he's not able to get close enough there, though.
Close enough. Yeah, it's not quite that there yet, but it's all about how we can pull this next sector together. So let's wait and see on that front.
And the thing is,
Sigma's gonna...
Sigma's ran a little bit wide there, but we could see Kung Fu Kenny be able to, you know, we've seen what Ryan was able to do last lap. You know, maybe if you know, if it does spill, Kung Fu Kenny could be able to get back onto the podium. Yeah, you know, it's not over for him yet, definitely. We're only 7 laps into this 22-lap race here. You can just see Rampage there on a set of super softs. He's got Langman trying to have a look past him as well on a set of mediums. So Rampage, you might try and think of a move down the inside. No, Langman thinks better of it. And it's just going to hold on behind him for now.
ESR Ryan then, let's see what sort of an exit he can get through Stavlo again. I don't think he's going to be close enough, so we'll just... I'll keep an eye, but I don't think he's going to be...
He seems to be closing quite a bit, to be honest. Don't think it's going to be enough by any stretch of the imagination, but if Sigma runs wide through Blanchemont, maybe we could see a move played. No, he's not going to be anywhere close enough, don't think.
Yeah, so now hard onto the brakes comes ESR Ryan then, and the two.
Got a good little battle going on for 6th at the moment. Got Ram. Oh, I think Ninjas has gone into the back of Langman there. I'm not too sure whether that was lag or what that was, but there was definitely a bit, you know, a half spin there by Ninjas. He's been able to keep it in the right direction though, and he does go quickest as well there.
The session, so
yeah, he was out very early on.
Yeah, one of the records went a bit sideways coming out of the source there, but we'll watch Ninjas now. It's getting all very hairy as we head through Eau Rouge again.
Rampage hasn't got a good run there. This could be a good opportunity for Langman on his set of medium tyres. He's going to have the slipstream with the DRS. Is he going to have a look towards the inside? Rampage stays perfectly in his line there. And Rampage is able to hold on to P6 for now. But a good little 4-car back we got here. Obviously 4 different teams as well. And this could get very interesting. 4 engine suppliers as well, rather interestingly, in this little scrap for 6th place here. Let's go on board with the ESR Ryan. He's got Sigma still right on him as well.
Sigma.
Sigma's
yeah, in fact, ASR's gone past him.
Yeah, I think.
He's finds himself into third place.
Let's have a look. How far up the road are the top two?
Back with Langman. Yeah, Ninjas is going side by side with Verstappen as we head through the chicane now.
He tries to have a look at Langman as well there. And Verstappen, oh, that was a bit of lag. I thought he'd ran wide. But he's been able to keep it perfectly in line there.
Very close at the moment. What sort of an exit can Ninjas get out of Stavolo yet again?
This is giving Ninja.
Verstappen seems to have got a much closer. He's much closer.
Oh, Verstappen! Let's go on board with him.
Starting support. Verstappen's going to go for it.
He's going to go down the inside. Ninja backs out very early.
When he make the move on the Red Bull,
He's going to have a look.
Up there, surely.
He's not going to go for the double overtake here. He has a look round the outside.
He's round the outside. Verstappen.
He's going to have the inside as well.
Oh my goodness me, he's still side by side.
So close.
Ninja's getting involved. It'll be 3 wide into the source maybe, and Verstappen has just pulled off one of the big moves there. And I've just lost Verstappen, and no, he's still all over the back of the Red Bull, but he's not close enough. So Langman will feel the pressure here. That was so close.
He's been trying to focus.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, he's been trying to focus on Rampage ahead of him. Ninjas has binned it.
Magnussened it.
He's actually properly Magnussened it, has he?
Yeah, I just saw it in the background. Oh my word.
Virtual safety car once again. Let's have a look then. Sir Lane's just gone past the pit lane. Are we going to see anyone dive into the pit lane? No, RC Flyer's miles back and Swarm HD has already gone through this. Let's have a look then. At the very front, we've got Clayton Liam, according to my game, on a set of super softs. He might be on a set of softs for all I know. But UK Vipers on a set of softs just behind him. And then we've got ESR Ryan a bit further back. He's got no one obviously near him anymore. Rampage obviously the next car back. And he has got Langman and also TWRL Verstappen right behind him. It's just a little bit further back. You know, we've got, oh my god, it's Joe. He was doing very well at this moment in time. Obviously, he's already come through the pit lane once. So he is definitely not out of this battle early on.
Yeah, so Liam.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think we are seeing a bit of rain. If you have a look at the front of the cars. Yeah, I think this VRC's come in, but it is starting to rain definitely at this moment in time. So this could make it very interesting.
Hey, what did we say?
So I think, you know...
weather around here. And, yeah, definitely not. So...
Because I think at this moment in time, this could be good for Ryan. Because obviously if these medium runners, if the rain doesn't come down for another couple of laps, these medium runners might be able to stretch out, and like the soft runners probably won't be able to do much more than 10 laps.
That's what I'm interested to see with Liam. Can he hold it? Can he get this car until the full-on rain period? It is raining now, definitely. I can see it on the broadcast cameras.
He dips out the throttle up Eau Rouge. So it's getting damp on the circuit now.
Yeah.
As, yeah, everyone's having to dip out.
Flags again. And as Liam now heads down the camera straight.
We've still got Langman and Verstappen though.
Actually.
Still a very close battle. Verstappen now.
All over the back.
Oh, Verstappen's going to get past the pair of them. 3 wide there. Verstappen makes the moves. Oh my god, it's Joe as well as trying to have a look. He's going to go down the inside of Langman. He's going to have a look down the inside of Rampage.
Side of his teammate. He's up the inside. He's already got past his teammate. Sigma. Yeah, Sigma. Yes.
Oh, Joe going sideways there. Oh, and he locks up and runs wide. Langman moves back through there.
Definitely time, maybe now, intermediate time.
Let's just have a look then further back. Who is near the pit lane? And is anyone willing to gamble at the moment? RC Flyer, I think, is the next car.
Around the outside of a Puon. Has made the move already. So Langman gets around the outside of the Ferrari.
Oh, RC Flyer's AI.
Nurse your car.
So Clayton Liam is going to be the first guy.
Oh! Liam is... Oh, he lapped someone.
Yeah, that's... RC Flyer is AI. And I think, you know, based on how slow these guys are having to go, this might be the lap that they all have to pit in.
Rampage and Joe are going to go at it as well. And the rain is coming. It's teeming down now as we head to the crossover period. Interesting to see if the two manners have to stack. I don't think they will. Oh, Rampage nearly going off the circuit there.
On board with Liam, and he does come into the pit lane here.
If Joe makes a move on Blanchimont in these conditions, he's a brave boy, and he's going to go for it now.
Oh, runs massively wide. There has to take evasive action, and he can't keep the position from that. Rampage holds on. Is he going to try and look down the inside? No, he thinks better of it. And everyone now to come in. The Red Bull's going to have to stack. as the Ferrari goes incredibly wayward there, nearly a bit of contact. I think there was a bit of contact there between Joe and Rampage as they came up through the pit lane there.
Liam is out, and the Manners won't have to stack.
Yeah, the Manners have just about done it.
They could potentially... No, I don't think they will, actually.
I think Manor are looking at a 1-2 here.
Oh, they will! They will! So Manor 1-2. Ryan's come out of the pits as well. He's jumped. In fact, no. I'm not sure if he jumped.
He stayed ahead of UK Vipers as everyone's now coming through. Stracho stayed up for another lap. What's this? Is this going to be a do or die moment for him?
Oh, that's brave.
That is brave. Let's have a look from Verstappen how much he gains. Oh, Stracho, that's not gone well. Oh, nearly a contact as well.
Oh, nearly contact.
Stracho has been very brave there, but I don't think it's paid off.
Again. So Liam leads the race, dominating. 8.1 seconds is the gap at the moment. Absolutely flawless driving from Clayton Liam so far. Drivers that we haven't really picked out so far this race was Melanie. The Red Bulls, despite stacking, are out alongside each other. 6th and 7th.
Yeah, and they're both trying to get past Stracho, who's just holding it on the inside there. Making very much a pain out of himself. He makes contact with Joe. And what's Langman going to do? He has to completely back out there. He's going to lose a bit of time, but he's going to go right around the outside with Stracho there. Let's go on board with TWRL Sigma as he's going to move straight past him.
Yeah, Sigma makes the move as well.
And it was a do or die moment from Stracho, but it hasn't paid off.
Yeah,
It might have understeer.
Very poor. At the moment, though, Clayton Liam leads the race. We'll take you through the order because we've got time now, so we'll take you through the order. Liam leads the race from ESR Ryan, who is 2nd. Vipers is 3rd. Verstappen has been brave this race, definitely. 4th place at the moment. OMG's Joe is 5th. Langman is 6th. Sigma is only 7th. Stracho, brave on his call of strategy there.
Sort of 8th, but Melon is going to be looking straight past him here.
Yeah, Melanie's going to make a move, so all Ninjas go. I don't think that's from now. So Melanie.
Rampage as well is on a set of mediums. I think he's AI though, isn't he? Obviously after he crashed out, I think. Is he AI or is he still racing?
He's not. No, he's not.
He survived. He survived Eau Rouge, did he?
He's thinking there. Imagine so. Wait, was it Rampage? It was Ninjas that went into the barriers.
It was Ninjas.
The Ninjas.
Too many SRL boys.
Ninjas went into the barriers. And, yeah. Not good news for him there. So, as I was saying, go down the order. Stracho's now 9th because Melanie's been... he's already passed him into 8th place. Kung Fu Kenny Jack. He was up there. Start of the race. He was pretty close at the front. And he's only P10. Rampage is coming to the pits now. It's P11. Lane is 12th. Swarm is 13th.
RC Flyer's disconnected.
Oh, so
He's been AI all race.
So 13 to go. 13 drivers are left, should I say?
And CJA is telling me that ESR Ryan is immensely quick here. And I think, you know, from what I know, he might have the upper hand on his teammate here. And could we see, obviously we've got 10 laps to go, could we see this gap absolutely crumble between the top two? You know, we could see a massive mana battle right at the very end of this race. And we'll have to wait and see as Ryan losing the back end absolutely massively there.
Very sideways there. Yeah, definitely. Like to add on Ryan's point as well. That gap between him and his teammate, I said as they come out the pitch, it was 8 seconds. He's already narrowed it. It's 7.1 now. So, okay, 9/10, but 9/10 is, you know, significant on the amount of time they've been on these tyres. This is a pretty good stint so far for Ryan.
Yeah, he's making it work.
On his teammate. He's probably one to watch for the future.
Stracho's still out. I think he's AI. He will not be out for so many laps on this set of mediums. He must be AI.
No, that's ludicrous. That would be absolutely ludicrous if he stayed out. It may be for the cameras. Who knows? I hope not.
Whatever he's done, it's brave and it hasn't worked. Safe to say that.
Yeah. Does he right? Listen, I don't think he knows something we don't, because we can clearly see it is so wet on the circuit right now. Unless the rain is stopping or it's stopped, I'm not sure. I don't think it's stopped. Definitely.
It definitely hasn't stopped. It's still getting worse. It might even be a glitch for all we know. You know, it might be glitched tyres, but either he's not particularly strong on that set of inters or what. But I doubt, you know, he's...
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he'd stayed on the mediums. But right now, we spoke about how he's closing in. He's lost a 10th in both the last sector of the last lap and the first sector of this lap. So what is going on here? Is he closing in still, or is he losing out a little bit of time at this moment?
So Clayton Liam then, of course, as we said, still leading the race. And oh, he's going sideways through. Go on. That's lovely stuff.
I think the closest battle at the moment is the two Red Bulls in 5th and 6th. You know, Langman, he's feeling quite quick at the moment, and Joe seems to be absolutely everywhere, just up ahead of him here. So, you know, maybe we could see a Red Bull fight as well in these next couple of laps. You know, still 9 laps to go in this race, and especially around a track like Spa, there is lots of chances to be making time.
Go for it. He's down, he's side by side.
Joe bails out there. Very well done by him.
A bit of multi-21 there, maybe.
Definitely.
He definitely backed off, didn't he? As we went through Campers Corner, turn 13 and 14, that is. I've got the stats back up now. Through 15 and 16 we go. Stavolo Corner, nice little shot there. Can Joe get him back through? No, Joe's run so deep coming out of Stavolo. I'm not sure what he's doing there. That wasn't sarcastic, by the way. Kung Fu Kenny Jack, yeah, there's not really too many fights going on now. Strachan's apparently still on mediums. Okay, Rampage 12th, yeah, that's where it was.
I think Sigma's closing in on these two guys absolutely massively at the moment, though.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I can just about see, well, all of the Red Bull cars, if you will, are all in shot at the moment. Sigma is, well, 3 of them at least. Sigma will be trying to close the gap to Joe as we head up the hill now, or down the hill, and we'll head back up towards Eau Rouge. It's going to be interesting to see what Sigma can do through here. I'm not sure he's not close enough yet. So, as I say, it's probably, as you said, a couple of laps maybe, and he'll be probably right on the back of him, maybe all over the back of him, maybe. So
just having a look through Race Direct here, and there seems to be quite a few drivers have got 3-second time penalties. I think, oh my god, it's Joe. Might actually have 6 seconds worth. And there's quite a few 3-second time penalties. Joe has got 9 seconds worth of penalties, I think. As we've got Langman there with 3 as well. I'm just having a look through the Race Director, and Joe seems to be all over the place at the moment, especially, you know, those warnings could really cost him in the later stages of this race.
Definitely. Definitely. That's that one warning that could cost you your position, definitely. So, Sigma is still closing up to the back of the Red Bull of OMG. It's Joe. Joe is only 1.4 seconds ahead at this stage of the race. So, yeah, it's still pretty close. It doesn't look like that on track, but that's what it is. So, Sigma, he's had a pretty solid race so far, and yeah, Kung Fu Kenny Jack has retired from the race.
Oh, what's gone on there?
There's been a crash, maybe? He was nowhere near anyone, so I don't think it was a crash, but maybe he just lost the rear end. These are pretty tricky conditions in Spa that we're facing ourselves with now. So Sigma and the 2 Red Bulls here, as I said, still pretty close. Keep you up to date on the race leader, Liam. Liam is currently leading the race, as I said before. He's 8.1 seconds.
So he's pulling away from Ryan.
Yeah, he's pulling his gap back, so yeah, that's what he'll want to see on the timing screens, isn't it? So,
do we reckon we could see it actually get to a point where it's wet? Like full wet tyres?
I don't think it will be that bad, because there does seem to be a very significant dry line, very significant. It does look pretty patchy out there at the moment, so I don't even think it's raining anymore. I don't think it's raining.
It might be getting dry. This is where Stracho's race comes back to him, I feel. He's going to be able to fight his way all the way back through. He's on a set of softs. What's he doing? He's being
brave here, isn't he?
I don't know if Haas just haven't supplied him with wet tyres this weekend or what. But this is bizarre strategies by Stracho, I won't lie. He's lost 8 seconds in the middle sector alone.
Yeah, Stracho, I have no idea what you're doing, mate, but 1 minute 45.7 seconds.
Liam's going to be coming around to lap him very soon.
Yeah, let's check where Liam is, actually.
He's just gone through Stavolo.
Yeah, he's just come through there now, so not looking good for Stracho. And as I said, 15 laps completed, and we're on a 22-lap race. So yeah, we've got 6 laps to go around. Well, when Liam comes across the line, of course. So 6 laps. It was all very chaotic at the start of the race, and it's died down a bit now. It's all a bit tentative. All the drivers just exploring the limits of grip on these intermediate tyres. There's not really too much of it, I can imagine, at the moment. So Melanie is no fights going on. It's so out there. I was like, no. Swarm is also on soft tyres. Can you believe this?
Oh, Joe's in. That's interesting. Let's see what tyres Joe's going on there. Sigma's coming in as well. So definitely some daring strategies potentially by these two.
Definitely. So that's what tyres these two go on.
Melon is in as well.
Into the pit. That's soft tyres from what I can see. I could be wrong.
Yeah, Sigma's on soft as well. So these guys are going to go to the end now.
Super softs that they were given. These two are going to be very close now on track, I believe. And
let's have a look at Clayton Liam.
Melanie has come in. So, have these guys called the strategy here? They've timed it to perfection. It does look...
The track looks incredibly dry here. So I was saying just one lap ago it might get wet enough for full wets. And I was definitely wrong there. And you know, let's have a look at Clayton Liam. How much time? Like, he doesn't seem to be struggling too much at the moment. I doubt, you know, Joe
ahead of him
will be able to get back to him.
So it's interesting. I do apologise. Manners will not stack again. So these two could still go out 1 and 2. I imagine Liam's going to come into the pits now, and yeah, soft tyres will, I imagine, be the call. It's very difficult to get super soft that long, to be honest. It's just a horrible tyre around this circuit, and let's just see what Liam will do. He's got to come in. He's got to come in. I can't
They'll all have to.
now. He's got to come into the pits.
I'm having a look at Joe at the moment and seeing how much time he's going to be able to close in through this second sector. Because this could get very, very interesting if I have a look. The gap's 46 seconds at the end of the first sector, but obviously he's already made his pit stop. And I doubt, you know, he'll be able to get close enough to even challenge Liam. But maybe, you know, they could have made up a couple of positions thanks to that. And he's closed up 4 seconds in the middle sector alone. So definitely the right time for those guys.
Liam's come in. He's on soft tyres. He's gone straight back out again. So his teammate, I believe, SR Ryan, yeah, he's in the pits as well. So these two come out 1 and 2, I believe, at the moment. So the Manners have done a solid strategic job there.
As Joe now is going to be able to make up a good few positions from this. Everyone's coming into the pit lane here, and he might actually be. I think he might be up to 3rd.
Joe, yeah, he could get past the Merc with that was.
I think it's going to be quite close between him and Vipers. Yes, it is.
Side by side nearly. We're going to come up over route. They could be side by side. Joe's going to be hard on the power now. And let's just see what he can do. I don't think it's going to be close enough. He's weaving that car.
Oh, Vipers! It's gone completely wrong.
Yep, he's got it off Eau Rouge. And that was just... I'm not sure what to say about that. I mean,
took far too much curb.
Just lack of, I think it was just the pressure just got to maybe the Merc there.
Yeah, unconfident on the new tyres maybe. But that has gifted Joe a podium position at this stage. And Clayton Liam taking it very cautiously at the moment here, I think. And obviously it's commentator's curse, but he's looking strong. He's got about a 10-second lead to his teammate at this moment in time. Let's have a look. Coming through the middle sector, if Ryan's going to be able to close in anything on him.
Yeah, Ryan is 10.4 seconds off of...
Ryan lost 1,000th of a second in that middle sector. So the Manor driver's safe to say there's no number 2 between those two guys. Near enough matching on pace.
So Liam comes across the line and begins lap 18. We've got 4 laps, I believe.
And I've lost connection. It might be really, yeah.
Okay.
What a wonderful time for it to happen.
I'll give you the. I can't even. Oh right, I can. What happened there?
No idea.
Go. I'll keep you updated if there's any changes. I don't think there will be, but. Oh, Sigma and Verstappen are close on track, and we've seen the fights they've had so far this race. It's going to happen again here. Sigma versus Verstappen. the Portuguese driver, no less, very different. He's I don't see many Portuguese drivers, I don't believe. I can't think of the last.
Tiago Monteiro.
Yeah.
2005.
WTCC.
Yeah.
Oh, 2006.
Oh, Kung Fu Kenny's retired.
Oh, Langman.
I think I'm just getting notified of everyone else that's gone already.
No, Langman's retired from the race. That's pretty
Langman's gone, yeah.
crucial.
As the two TW...
I'm not sure what's happened there. So, interesting that one. Langman is out of the race.
No idea what's happened to Clayton. Wait, no, I think that's just a glitch in the system there. It looked like Ryan had closed it at like 5 seconds in one lap there, but I think that was just a little bit of a graphics glitch.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, back down to 10.3. So he's closing a 10th in the last lap there. So I have a funny feeling, on raw pace alone, he's not going to be able to get up with his teammate there.
The fight I'd watch out for is Verstappen versus Sigma.
Yeah, the two
Verstappen and Sigma.
TWR branded guys. This could get interesting.
Yeah. Nice to see that they're representing the league in that way, and he's going to go up the inside. Oh, nearly around the outside. The lag.
A little bit of lag there.
Here for trying to commentate on it. So
Ryan's gone quickest.
Oh, Ryan responded then. So 48.2, I believe.
Oh, Verstappen, is he going to go down the inside? He's left in room. Very gentlemanlike from Sigma there.
Yeah, and Verstappen is going to be all over the back of that Toro Rosso as we head down into the source.
You might want to just hold it until he gets down the back straight. This could be a shot for Melanie.
DRS again.
Melanie's on a set of supers.
Yeah.
It's interesting from him.
Super soft tyres. He just believes he can take that pace there. So he's going to be closing up to these guys like you'd not believe, I imagine.
Sigma though.
To stage lap 19.
A little bit of lag.
And Verstappen, it's just, I think the slipstream glitch must be in effect.
Yeah.
Verstappen had DRS, it was just not even close.
No closing in on there.
We're going to have to see the good old F1 2017 organic overtakes. So let's wait and see on that front. Yeah, it should be interesting to see that. As we said before, Melanie should be closing up to these guys. He's actually very close indeed to Verstappen. In fact, it's just under a second between these guys at the moment. So the fight for fourth is still on. Melanie has been in the dumps this Grand Prix. He's not really been up there as we would have expected, but
yeah, I think one person that's lost out overall though is UK Vipers. You know, he's on a podium early on in the race and not too sure. Obviously, just bad timing for him. He's way down the order now. But Sigma and Verstappen still very, very close at this moment in time. What's going to happen between those two as we go through into the final sector of this lap? Is Verstappen going to have a look round the outside? There's contact! Oh, that was very close then. A lot of lag going on at the moment. There's Sigma.
Lag's really, yeah, this lag is just pretty horrific there.
He's going to have a look down around the outside though. He's going to go for the switchback. He's going to go for a double switchback there. He thinks about it. He's going to have the DRS.
Looks like he's got DRS this time. Sure.
Sigma goes defensive.
Round the outside. Round the outside goes Verstappen. They're still side by side apparently. So yeah.
Sigma holds on though, and Melanie might have a run.
Watch Melanie.
Yeah.
Melanie's all over the back of these guys as well now. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to watch.
If Melanie doesn't have the slipstream glitch, this could work out well for him.
Yeah, so Verstappen is not closing up to the Toro Rosso yet. So lap 20 of 22. These guys still pretty good. Verstappen going late on the brakes there. Oh, that was very late indeed. These guys are pretty separated.
I've just gone on to Vipers there as he completely straight lines Eau Rouge. Not too sure what that was about. That was bad timing by me for him. But yeah, Melanie, Sigma and Verstappen seem to be the battle to be watching at the moment.
Yeah, Sigma is starting to pull away a little bit. He's not as close to Verstappen, but it's all, it is pretty close actually. I mean, it must be within a second, all of these guys. So
Verstappen's closed him massively through P1.
Yeah, and now through the chicane again, and Verstappen is still pretty close as he heads through turn 15. What sort of an exit can he get through there? Much better, I believe, in the Toro Rosso. And now through Stavolo again. Can Verstappen get anywhere near that Toro Rosso? He's going to get so close. He may go for the move on Vlogshimon.
Might just have to go for it if this glitch keeps happening.
Yeah.
He's going to go for it very late there.
So goes Verstappen.
Sigma once again gives him room.
Nose in there. Yeah, he's trying to get his nose in there, and he's going to go for the switchback. And I think Verstappen's going to go side by side.
He might have got the move done this time.
Trying to pin him into the wall nearly there.
Sigma backs out. Melanie. Oh, Verstappen's ran wide. Let's go on board with... Oh, contact! Melanie makes both positions there, but the TWRL guys make contact. Not what they would have wanted. Oh, Sigma's gone. He's not happy with that.
21st lap out of 22.
It all went wrong at the end.
It's all gone wrong there. So,
but will Melanie's tyres be able to go right to the very end?
yeah, interesting to watch that one. The gap between the leaders as it stands.
It's about the same.
6 seconds.
9.6 still back. Clayton Liam.
Yeah,
Unless something catastrophic goes wrong for him on the last lap. It's been an incredibly good race from him so far. Obviously, we spoke about him in qualifying.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid drive.
He's done exactly what he needed to, kept out of the trouble and took no big risks. But we could be looking like a man at 1-2 in the first round of the season.
Yeah, which is nice to see. Well, it's not often you see that actually in league racing. I definitely haven't seen a lot of it, but yeah, this is going to be interesting to see here then. So Clayton Liam is coming through now. The final lap of the race, as we said before, Manor have just perfected the strategy so well. So yeah, it's just been flawless to be fair, absolutely flawless. Started all the way down in 7th. We were debating qualifying, 6th sorry, we're debating how well he'd do in this race, and he's just proved once again that he can pull it out of the bag. He is going for his 8th race win. As I said before, this is 8th race win. If he can hold it now through the last stages of the Grand Prix, it's just, this is it. And hats off to ESR Ryan, kept him honest, has to be said.
Yeah, starting outside the top 10 as well for Ryan.
Yeah,
very solid race for him.
So he's had a solid drive as well. Both very solid indeed. And now these two, they just run towards the line. They don't need to push. They could save fuel. They could run out of fuel. Well, probably not run out of fuel, I hope, but push like hell. The top 2 for the penalties. Let's just have a look for you. Actually, I don't think there are any. Well,
yeah.
Got 2 warnings, and Ryan has just the 1 warning.
I think the only person that might actually lose a position thanks to any warnings could be Joe. Because he's got, I think, 3 or 4 at this very time. And I don't know how many Melanie's got, but he's, what, 7 seconds back from Joe here. So, Melanie might be on full attack to try and get the positions.
Yeah.
Clayton Liam to be able to come through to win the Belgian Grand Prix, the first round of the season there. An incredibly good result from him, as we said. Did exactly what he needed to right through the race. I think his teammate ESR Ryan comes through P2. Joe, as we look into the final chicane, definitely going to finish P3 on track, but penalties might pay to that, as I think we're going to see Melanie come through in P4.
Joe will finish 3rd, and solid from Joe as well, because although he started 3rd, it's just a show. He was backed off at the start, and yeah, he's got to fall his way back. Verstappen with a solid drive, to be fair to him. Absolutely nailed that race, to be honest. He's just so aggressive, and that's what I like to see from a league racer. He's aggressive but fair. And we wait now for UK Vipers. It looks like he's lost some of his end plate.
Yeah, that was when he binned up Eau Rouge, and he obviously didn't bother pitting again.
Yeah. So fair enough on his part. Liam takes his 8th win of his league racing career. And Vipers unlucky son, P6.
He still finished though, which I know the same can't be said for a lot of drivers this evening. You know, if we have a look down the order, we've got how many drivers actually finished in the end? I'm not too sure. We might have a couple more still out.
11.
Yeah, I'll have a look further down.
Across the line, P7. The other Ferrari, I believe, that wasn't the Ferrari, it was Sirlane. Comes across the line, P9 for Sirlane. So there we go, there's his performance. Straccio comes across the line, 2 Haas cars.
The dry tyre master, Straccio.
Yeah, no idea what he was thinking there, but Straccio gets P10. Swarm comes across the line, P11. There are your results for you there. So Clayton Liam takes his 8th ever league race win, which goes with his 13th podium. Yeah, very controversial, that number. ESR Ryan finishes 2nd, and OMG Joe will finish 3rd. So these guys will now attend a top 3 post-race press conference, I guess we'll call it. And yeah, we should have probably talked about a driver of the day sort of thing, maybe. But
for me, it's got to be Ryan. Just the positions he managed to make up there. Personally, you know, he seemed, obviously qualifying didn't go exactly how he wanted, but definitely for me, you know, 11th to 2nd, you can't really ask more from the driver than that, to be honest with you. He obviously finished behind his teammate as well. So very solid race by both the Manor drivers.
And, also a pretty solid stream as well. Nice to see that a few people watching. Always good to see. Also, we'll just get Joe in here. We'll get Ryan in here. What's party?
Yeah, hopefully, you know, they both join.
Yeah, hopefully they do. I've got a few messages during that race. We won't say what they were. Anyways.
We've got Joe in as well, so all we want... Oh, we've got all 3. Wonderful.
No, we've got all 3. Nice to see. Right, well, congrats, lads, for you are the top 3 tonight. And we'll go straight to the race leader, Mr. Clayton Liam, or Mr. Liam Clay, wherever you want to be. That was solid. That was very, very solid. Was the race boring for you? Was it exciting? What was the race like?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say well done on the stream, because I was watching it while I was driving. It was a very, very good stream. So kudos to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, qualified 6th, obviously on the softs behind Melanie, and I know how quick Melanie is, so I was kind of a bit, okay, I need to jump him off the start. And then I don't even know what happened at the start, but someone didn't start, I don't think, and there was a pile up at turn 1, so I just kind of took the widest line I could, snuck into 3rd, and was just constantly just pulling away from the guys behind me. But I was looking at that tyre wear as well, because the setup I was running was I used the wrong setup, so I was my tyres were absolutely shredded. So I got to lap 9 and the virtual safety car came out, which was a blessing in disguise, because if that hadn't come out I wouldn't have been able to make it to the rain period. So I braved it one more lap, just took it easy, went on to the inters and had a big enough gap to Ryan behind me. Obviously he was a good drive from 11th, obviously. And then at the end it was just keeping it on the track and, you know, just keeping the warnings out the way, don't get any penalties, and just good win.
Solid
Finally,
drive from you there.
Number 13.
Yeah, unlucky. But we'll go then to... Oh, unless, Matt, you have any questions for Liam, have you?
Oh, I don't think so, really. Do you feel in the final stint Ryan was going to be able to get up to you, obviously, with the 2 Manor drivers? Do you feel that, you know, he was going to try and stick to team orders and just stay behind, or did you feel that he would bring you a challenge right at the very end?
Yeah, well, I saw the times coming down, and it was pretty weird, to be honest. I mean, the first sector, I think, or was it the last sector, Ryan was a good 6/10 quicker than me in the last sector, but somehow the gap balanced itself out through the middle sector, and then it went back down, then back up, then back down, so it kind of fluctuated a little bit until the last few laps when my tyres were really going off, so I just tried to keep it on the road, and yeah, it worked out. But I know Ryan is a really quick driver, obviously, from the race today, because you don't start 11th and finish 2nd if you're slow. Yeah, just happy to get the win, I guess.
Yeah, well, congrats on that one, and we move on then to ESR Ryan. Well, for Matt, you were his driver of the day. So...
He was my driver of the day, definitely. A very strong show.
Take what you want from that. P11 to P2, so that was a solid drive. Take us through it, because you had some pretty good action at the start, I believe.
Yeah, it was a bit chaotic at the start, to be honest, being in the midfield. A couple of drives spinning at turn 1, kind of got closer, but nothing too major. Just I saw the rain at the start, so I decided to go on mediums, which paid off in the end. You know, had some good battles. Managed to get past the soft runners when they were on warm tyres. But yeah, I couldn't catch Liam, so well done to him. Yeah, great drive from him.
Yeah, thank you.
Fair play on that. Matt, you got any questions for Ryan?
I'm gonna guess starting in the mid pack wasn't the aim, but obviously, do you feel that that was sort of a blessing? Obviously, on those mediums, it allowed you to get all the way to the wet stage of the race there. But obviously, would you prefer from now on, play it a bit more safe, get right at the top, or did you genuinely just not able to get up there in qualifying?
I think yes, I just couldn't get up there really. Had a pretty poor quality, just really couldn't get a lap together. I never really had much quality pace, but once I saw the rain, I saw it as you say, a blessing in disguise. So yeah, lucky in a way, but I'm pleased.
Yeah, well, fair play to you there. Second place, that's a decent drive, and we head on to the third place man, and a man that definitely had his fair share of battles today. OMG, it's Joe. Joe, how did the race go for you?
It was an interesting one. At the start was a bit chaotic, where the person on pole didn't move, so I kind of had to get out of the way. And yeah, I was just following the guy in first for like the most laps. Well, no, actually no. The virtual safety car came out, and I thought that would be a good time to pit on lap 1, because my super softs were already a bit worn. Turned out did not work at all. I gained nothing, and yeah, that's literally. Yeah, I was just trying to get my way back through the pack, but I had terrible pace in the rain. And then I made a good call for once to come on the dries a lap earlier than everyone else, which paid off and got me in P3.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very good strategic call from yourself there. And you had some pretty good fights with Langman throughout that race. Well, your teammate. It was mostly with your teammate, I believe. It was just Langman that you were having proper good battles with, I would have said. What do you think of him as a racer? Is he aggressive enough for you?
He was quite aggressive, but then enough respect. It was all clean. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll round that off there then. So that's all.
Just one last thing, James. I do apologise because there was no overtakes around the outside of Eau Rouge or Blanchimont, so I hold my hands up and I apologise for that one.
Oh dear. Yeah. Well, no one did it, so you're not the only one. But yeah, fair play to you then. So yeah, it's been good again today. So thanks for Matt as well for letting us on his channel and everything like that. It's all fun and games there. So cheers for Matt, and I think that'll be the stream over then. Bye guys.